And welcome back to So Very Christy, where this is a show about beauticians and musicians, and we have both of us here today. I'm both beautician and musician, and this is Allison West over here to my left.
And I'm the one who loves the beauticians and musicians.
I mean,
that's who I am.
I think everybody loves the beauty industry these days. And,
of course, always.
And I love being able to have people on in my industry that represent all areas of the beauty industry in the best way. And that's what we have here with Allison. She has been doing this for a while, and she's got some great tips and trends, skin trends. Is that right?
That's right.
And it's going to be a fun show. And then we have Jen Johnson over here to my left. And
to
Allison, my right. I do my right. Left.
And Allison is my esthetician.
And
she's amazing. So if y'all think this skin, I mean, it's great products, but it's also having a great person to help you with. So she is just the
very
top
passionate.
of the line. And I can't wait for everybody just to get to know you, Allison, and just you to share all of your, literally, I know you don't look like it, but decades of experience and knowledge, because you do it.
Yeah, I know. You got 25 years
I do.
And I know, and I have 30 years, and we look like we only have had 10.
That's right. That's the good thing.
I hope.
That's the good thing.
That's what we're striving for anyway.
Exactly.
And Jen's over here is just amazing. I love having her on the show as my co-host. She's also my transformational coach, and I have transformed. I'm telling you,
you have
over
transformed
the last few years, and I'm still in process. So
yeah, because we're limitless, which means we will never stop growing and we will never stop improving if we intentionally put in the effort in the work. And that's what's so awesome. So I love it, because this is just a stepping stone of what you are doing, where you've been and where you're going. And it's a lot of fun for me.
And the planning has really helped me too, which is how the beauticians and musicians evolved. From when I started the show, I just jumped in like I always do, not knowing what I'm doing. And just learning as I go, because I'm a doer. But now I'm learning to be a planner, which is really important, because great things happen. And you have a mastermind, which Jen facilitates as well. I'm actually in a couple of them now, and that has helped tremendously, to be able to bounce things off of people who are successful in their own industry. And they have great ideas. When it's not you, it's easy to think of things sometimes.
I know, isn't it the truth? It's so much easier to look at where somebody else is, what they're doing, what they're working on, and so clearly see, okay, hold on a second, you're not seeing this, but when it's yourself, you're like, what's wrong? I don't know what's wrong.
I'm stuck. I don't know.
I'm stuck. Help me.
It's great to have people that you can reach out to that you trust, and you know that they have your back. So that's what I've got, because I love surrounding myself with great people.
I know. And we've got some great people watching the show right now. We've got Tim Gillette, who is a complete rock star. Yay. I loved being at his video and blog event this week. It was incredible. Allison was there as well.
Awesome.
And then we've got Lisa Tate, who's an incredible person as well. She is a rock star realtor. And I believe I also see Andy Walsh, which Andy,
awesome.
I can't wait for you to learn all this great stuff that Allison does, because you got to go see her.
I mean, men and women these days get a lot done to their skin and their hair.
100%.
More than ever before. Men are into it too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They don't have
it's
to.
It's called metrosexual.
Yeah, they don't have to tell. We won't tell anybody. It stays. What is it? What happens here stays here.
But that's not really the truth at all.
Well, I call myself a skin bartender, because I hear
there you
everything.
Go.
Yes,
evolved.
Exactly.
I don't share with anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
And you have cocktails that you make. I make hair cocktails.
And skin cocktails.
That's right.
Always.
I know. I love
right.
it. But, in all seriousness, you've been in this industry for 25 years now, what has been the increase of men coming in to see you?
I definitely have more men come to see me than women, or I'm sorry, more women than men, but more men in the industry in the past few years. And what's awesome is that once men start getting compliments on their skin and hearing how great they look and how young they look, they start coming back.
They come back.
That's right.
Makes a big difference.
Yes, I've had the same thing with, trimming their eyebrows. I mean, I know that's just like a minor thing, but it's not. Okay, it's
It's a
not
big
minor. It has to be done, people. And if the wife's not going to do it, I can't.
Well,
let
because
those
they
hairs.
won't let the wives do it. That's the thing is,
Yeah, because it's one of those things, right?
I sent my husband to Christy and I said, hey, Christy, will you do XYZ while you're in there doing her hair?
Yeah.
She's like, no problem.
I do get orders, and well, my wife said, "Could you do this back here?" I'm like, "No problem." But a lot of times they're like, "What? You're going to trim my eyebrows?" And then they jump back, and then the next time they go, "Hey, don't forget my eyebrows," because they know it looks better. You just don't
Exactly.
know until you don't. You don't know until you know.
That's exactly right. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Well, Allison, I know you have been in the skin industry. I'm not saying that right?
In the aesthetics industry, but I've
aesthetics
been in the
industry.
beauty industry for 25
And you were an
years.
educator, too, for a while,
I've been
right?
an educator. I've worked side by side with biochemists, and I've worked for plastic surgeons and dermatologists, and so I've worn a lot of hats.
Yeah.
And that helps me to be a more well-rounded esthetician. So
Absolutely.
that's awesome.
So you started doing this. Like, did you ever do anything else before?
I've done so many things. I've traveled all across the USA and Canada doing beauty workshops and
Oh,
educating
awesome.
estheticians and spas, and I've done a lot. And my passion is for skin and helping everyone look younger now. I literally can take years off of your face if you put it in my hands.
Right. And that's one of the things I think that's so amazing is I remember when I first met you, first of all, you're gorgeous. And I thought she was about 10 or 15 years younger than me because you look so amazing.
Thank
But
you.
you do have this sincere passion of helping people's skin. And you were saying, I mean, you kind of go in, each of your clients it's like a challenge to you. How much younger can I help this person look? How can I get this person's skin looking as healthy and in not just looking, but really genuinely healthy? And you live for that. I mean, I love going in because you always are. I mean, she takes great care of you, and your bed is phenomenal.
It's
Good
a really
nap.
comfortable bed.
She does have a comfortable bed.
So what would you say the tips are that you could give to help people? Just like 3 tips.
Right. Well, to look younger now, first of all, I recommend seeing a licensed esthetician because we can analyze your skin. And so many people just don't know their skin type. They think they have this, everybody says they have sensitive skin, and they don't necessarily have sensitive skin.
Right.
So it's really important to get an analysis by someone who really knows so they can diagnose what your skin type is. And then the 3 major look younger tips that I can share with you all today are, number 1, you want to wear SPF every day. I tell all of my clients
How high?
up to into the 30s, and the reason for that is, and it needs to be broad spectrum. And I'm very holistic, and I believe in using I don't use chemical sunscreens. I prefer, more natural approaches to sunblock. But the reason that you want to wear sunblock all the time is because 98% of aging comes from the sun. It actually changes your DNA. So that's huge. If you can see the sun can see you.
Right,
What,
right.
Okay, what if, can you, so back in the day, remember when we
Yes.
were growing up, we were sun worshipers. We
I had
would
the
go
silver
out.
mat.
Yes,
iodine.
and the baby oil. So, I mean, can you reverse that? Can
I
you
can.
reverse that? Okay.
I can. And unfortunately, I had my own tanning bed in the 80s. And so I looked.
I'm surprised I didn't because I definitely went all the time.
I know I did too.
But that's what's so great about your skin is it's always trying to repair itself. And you can actually do things. I can do things to reverse sun damage. And I can talk a little bit about that today. But that's why sunblock is so important, is because you definitely don't want to cause any more aging. And so wear SPF every day. I encourage my clients to put it on their hands. If you're driving, you
Right.
need to wear SPF everywhere where the sun touches. And Then secondly, I tell all of my clients, and this is huge for ladies, is quit using straws because we'll
I
go
know.
out
I
and-
don't because
I'm
of
terrible.
you. I do not use
I've
straws
cut back.
because of
I have
you.
cut back, but I have been a cold drink straws for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you do it anymore, Christy. Okay.
Now I have the big Yeti straw. Does that make it better? It's not
No.
skinny.
Friends don't
No.
let friends use straws.
No.
Take the straws out.
Take out
That's
the
why
straws.
I know that's what's caused a lot of this problem.
Well, when you use straws, you get that puckering effect that smokers get.
Right.
So don't smoke. If anybody out there is smoking, quit smoking because you're asphyxiating your skin if you smoke. But quit using straws, wear your SPF, and then thirdly, start using a pillowcase that's a satin or a silk pillowcase. Because for those of us that are side sleepers, it's great if you can sleep on your back, but I'm a side sleeper and I can't sleep
You don't
on my
end up
back.
on your back.
No,
right?
no.
I know, me neither.
And you don't want those creases on your face in the morning because if you've got creases on your face in the morning, they're going to cause permanent wrinkles down the line.
Right.
So start using a silk or satin pillowcase.
Okay, I love. So I'm doing pretty good.
Doing the
because-
no straws. You got
I
the
don't-
SPF 30?
I know, but here's something, and you can help me because I feel like if I put a tint or foundation on that has SPF, I feel like I don't have to put additional SPF. Is that true?
No, it's not true. And the reason it's not true, that's
Because we
great.
use that 30, that Dermalogica 30
I
tinted
know.
primer. Is that not enough?
Well, if you're using an SPF primer, that's different.
Yes. Okay. It is. It's a primer.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A primer is different. But I say that was such a great observation, though, Jens, that you made because all the clients that I see, when they first came in, I'll ask, "Are you wearing sunblock?" And they'll say, "Well, it's in my moisturizer,
Right.
That's
or
like
it's in my
20
makeup."
But that is, I mean, honestly. So you're saying even if our skin primer has SPF 30, we still need another product.
I'd have to look at the
Okay.
primer, but the
Okay.
problem I have with foundation or powder having an SPF is think about how we blend our foundation and how we want it to be really sheer and blended in so you can't really see any lines of demarcation.
Right.
Well, that means you're not putting enough of the SPF on your skin.
Or it's not even, maybe.
Right, right. And so that's important. And I encourage, especially this time of
So
year,
you
when
use straight up sunblock. What's
Yeah.
a good brand
you
that
know
you
what?
like?
I carry Image skincare. I carry Image. I carry PCA Skin, and
never heard of
Elta
that.
MD is awesome.
Elta, I've heard of
Elta
that.
is great. You can all three of those brands or those product lines you can buy from a professional esthetician or a dermatologist
Right.
or plastic surgeon.
Yeah, I've seen Elta at plastic surgeons' offices or derms' offices. Yeah.
It's really good because they're chemical. They make chemical-free sunblocks, and I
Okay.
just love those.
And it's not real thick because that's one thing. I mean, everybody out there, I know Margaret's watching because Margaret loves you too, and you're her esthetician. But is it thin? I mean, it doesn't. It's not real thick and heavy.
Well, the days the days of sunblocks where it was zinc oxide,
Right.
think Greg Brady, like
Right.
I'm the Brady Bunch. I'm really dating myself here, but where
Marsha,
you'd see-
Marsha,
good old Greg.
Marsha.
when you'd see that white, streak on their nose or under their eyes that lifeguards wear. Well, it's come a long way, but you want to look for titanium dioxide or zinc in your sunblocks because that's really going to be a more physical sunblock versus a chemical sunblock, and the
Okay.
chemicals can get in your bloodstream, and I just don't believe in the
So what's a
chemical
chemical
sunblock.
is that what's in the makeup usually? Chemical sunblock? What does
It
that mean?
sometimes it depends on the makeup. So a physical sunblock, again, you want to look for the words titanium dioxide or zinc or one of those, a combination of the two.
Okay.
But the chemical sunscreens can leach into your bloodstream. And I don't like that. The physical sunblocks create a barrier. It's almost like you have clothing over that area of your skin.
Okay.
So that's why I love physical sunblocks.
All right.
I
So
guess I'm gonna have to start doing that.
You have to. Okay. So the sunblock, the straw, and then the last thing again was
Sleep on a
Oh,
silk
satin.
or a
Okay,
satin
silk or
pillowcase.
satin.
Ooh, so
Okay.
far I'm at 25%, people.
All right.
I've got to step it up.
we got our homework after this. We got our homework.
I actually do have a really huge tip too.
Okay.
For those ladies that don't have time to take their makeup off at night and they
Oh,
don't think it
no.
makes a big difference, the reason, and you may have heard over the years that wearing your makeup at night and sleeping in your makeup can age you. And that's true because if you don't don't take your makeup off at night, your pores are being clogged, and our skin, like Jen said, what can we reverse aging? We can, but our skin rests and repairs while we're sleeping.
At night, right.
And so if you have makeup on or anything blocking your pores, your skin can't rest and it can't repair itself.
That's good to know.
I'm doing good on that.
I know,
Always taken mine off.
Well, I was going to say I'm good at that for the most part, but sometimes I don't. And I have a friend of mine, Ala, if she's out there watching, if we travel together and if I just go, oh, I'm just so tired. I mean, she literally will you got to go take off your makeup. You got to go. I mean, she makes me get up. And it's one of those things too, because she just knows how important it is, but it's not that she really understood probably, but it's just something that we've always heard. Now, here's another question I have for you. What about the Clarisonics? Do you think they're good or they're bad? Because I know people that swear by them. And so I got one. And then I also know people that are like, well, not so much.
Well, a little bit of both.
Okay.
That's a great question, Jen. And
It
the
is,
reason
'cause
I say
I want to know myself.
yes, the reason I think Clarisonics, I have a Clarisonic, and I love my Clarisonic, but Clarisonic makes brushes for sensitive skin and for delicate skin, and those brush heads, in my opinion, are still too abrasive on their on
They
your skin.
are abrasive.
And what that can do is that can damage your skin barrier.
Okay.
And you don't want to do that. But Clarisonic makes, I'm going to be a spokesman or spokeswoman now for Clarisonic, but they make a bristle head that's called the Luxe bristle head. And the bristles are like this long. They're super soft.
soft.
Okay.
And I love using that brush head because you're not damaging. You can break your capillaries with a Clarisonic brush if you're not using a gentle enough brush bristle.
Right.
That makes I know,
Say
that's
that
like a
5
tongue
times
twister.
fast.
But
Brush,
yeah, like
bristle
I'd
brush.
heard, well, you don't want to, what is it, buff your floor? It's like, you don't want to do that to your skin. It's like you're being abrasive too often.
I don't recommend using the Clarisonic more than about 3 times a week, and I definitely recommend if you have any other brush heads, get rid of them.
Okay.
Your skin will thank you. Use the Luxe bristle head because it really does help cleanse your skin better and take off all of that makeup that you may miss.
We'll hashtag Clarisonic. 'Cause,
Yay.
hey.
I think we should hashtag Allison West.
At Flawless
absolute-
Skin.
Yeah,
Flawless
Flawless Skincare.
Flawless-skin-care.
Yes.
.com.
That's
There
how you
you
get a
go.
hold of her. Yeah.
I love it.
So now I know we have a few videos. We have one about the nano needling.
Yes.
And I know that's is it fairly new and really popular?
She does it on me.
Nano needling is awesome. And the reason I love nano needling is because I can customize the products that we nano needle into the skin based on what we're trying to target. Whether it's sun damage and age spots and sunspots, we can nano in really great powder actives that target, have botanical brighteners and have the kojic acid and what we need to brighten the sunspots. Also, we can target fine lines and wrinkles. We can target acne. We can pretty much customize your
What are some of the things that you apply to the skin to nano needle in?
niacinamide, 1,3-beta-glucan, things that you may not even recognize the names, but that's why I like to say super great anti-aging ingredients, skin nutrients, skin food, basically.
It just and it feels great.
It's great, and
It just feels great, and then your skin just glows
glows.
afterwards. It's like your skin loves you.
your
My
skin does
skin
love you.
Loves Allison.
Well, what's great about nano needling is there's no downtime. There
No.
are more invasive procedures where you are going to be red overnight. With nano needling, what we're doing is we're just pushing these really great ingredients down into the stratum corneum. So we're not going any deeper than that, but it makes a difference. I take before and after photos, and you can see a huge difference after several nano needling
yeah.
sessions.
Maybe you should throw some up. Some on,
Do we have?
underneath.
Well, do we have? Some
Well, we have
videos
a
or
short
pictures?
video about the nano needle, so you can kind of see the process.
Okay. Okay, is that you doing that?
That is me. That is me performing.
Yes, that's
the
what I mean.
treatment.
Yeah,
on one of my clients.
You're doing it.
I am. And what looks like motor oil on the skin in that photo or in that video is we've got stem cells and we've got growth factor. And you could see that my client had a little bit of sun damage. And so I was really targeting that sun damage. And it feels great. You could tell
It
she
does
was
feel great.
relaxed.
She looked like
and
she was having a nap.
I've had people sleep during nanoneedling. It just
Yes.
feels really good on your skin. But it does make a difference because we're really pushing those ingredients down into the stratum corneum, just beneath the outermost layer of your skin.
That's
Yeah, it looks
awesome.
good.
I
I
need to
know.
come have that done.
I know.
love
I
to
need
do
to make my appointment right now too.
And then we have another video of the microdermabrasion with the diamond tip.
Yes, I'd love to show that. Just a little bit of that. Do we have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziggy's got it.
I think I
He's got it. I mean, honestly, I just want to go and get in your bed right now and just say,
I know
"Do it
it.
all to me."
It's like, I don't usually take naps, but when I do things like that, I pass out. I
know.
can even pass out at the dentist.
Yes.
Now, if someone I know microdermabrasion is just to,
Right. Well, microdermabrasion is an actual physical, it's a mechanical exfoliation of the skin. So it's great to do microdermabrasion. What that video we just saw was diamond tip microdermabrasion. And if you do microderm, you don't want to go anywhere where they use the crystals. I prefer not to use the crystals because on my own skin, it's delicate and
Right.
those crystals, whether they are sodium bicarbonate, whether they are aluminum, it feels like sand hitting up against your skin, and that can
years
break your
ago I
capillaries.
had that, but that was years ago, and when it probably first came out,
Right.
there wasn't a diamond
There
tip.
there wasn't
Yeah.
a diamond tip, and so the diamond tip really just makes it more gentle on your skin, but you're still getting that awesome exfoliation.
Yes.
Now, what if you get like a blemish and like you've got something coming up like that night or the next day? Is there anything you can do really fast to just kind of make it go away?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we have a video
Yeah, we do.
that shows high frequency. Is it going? Okay. So what I'm doing is basically getting rid of the bacteria all around here, and then I'm just going to touch it here to make it spark, and that'll make it go down and go away. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's high frequency. And high frequency is not for everybody, but if you don't have a pacemaker, if you don't have any history of epilepsy or seizures, I literally do not leave home without my high frequency because
In case.
yes, just in case. You never know.
Do you have it with you right now?
It's in my car. It's in my car right
Well,
now.
I have this like thing right
I can help with that.
You can zap me.
Yeah, high frequency actually kills the bacteria on your skin, and it's amazing. So if you have a special event and you feel something coming up on your skin, you can come see me. I can do some high frequency, and it literally, a lot of
Makes it
times,
kinda
will
go back down.
It won't even surface. A lot of times.
awesome.
So when people, there's some people like myself and Christy's one of them that, we take care of our skin, we take care of our bodies. We understand that this is a priority. So we just pay for it because you get what you pay for in life. And I mean, we're living longer and we want to look our best and we want to be as healthy as possible. But what would you recommend if somebody has never come in to see an esthetician and they're a little bit scared? I mean, what would you recommend that they start with? What service procedure would they start with? And then frequency, how many times, a year should they commit to making that type of an investment?
That is a great question, Jen. So what I would recommend is I offer complimentary consultations to anyone that wants to come and see me because it's important to get on board with a treatment plan that's best for your skin type. And so it's really important to see a licensed esthetician. I personally recommend doing something once a month. Once a month is great, and then if you can do more, if you skip a month, that's okay. But at least you're on a treatment plan that's designed for you. And peels are amazing.
Yeah, I love pills. So.
I know, I love peels too.
Not pills.
And I know that. I know.
Not pills.
We're
pills.
still, Siggy, can they still
Pills.
hear us?
This is Texas. I do have an accent.
I know. So I want everybody to know that just because, now here we are, see,
Hello.
we were trying to.
We were lost, but now we're found.
Well, we weren't. I mean, I know. I was going to try to come up with something really funny that we could do, but I couldn't think fast enough, rats. So people make a monthly commitment.
Absolutely, a monthly commitment. And then there are different strategies that we can develop for each individual. One of the things I love this time of year, it's fall, we don't have the sun quite as bright. And so this is a great time of year to do peels.
Right.
And I love peels. And so many people are afraid to do a peel. And one of my baddest, I call it one of my peels on
Mac
steroids,
Daddy.
Mac Daddy of all peels. I did last night on myself at 11
and your
o'clock
face
at
looks
night.
amazing.
It will, thank you.
It
Yes,
does. It's
yes.
smooth. It looks so good.
Your skin will glow. It'll be tight. It will glow. It'll look beautiful for about 2 days. And then you want to plan to have some cracking and
Right.
flaking, and you may peel like a snake. But I can get with you to be able to determine whether you want to peel on the weekend or whether you can do it during the week.
During the week,
I've got
right.
it down to a science. But
Do it
peels,
Friday, and then Sunday you peel and hang out at the house.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
right.
Yeah.
So peels are awesome, especially for that sun damage, especially for those that haven't seen an esthetician. Maybe they're, looking at their skin and they're seeing fine lines and wrinkles, or they're seeing sun damage. Peels are an amazing way to undo that
Do you
damage.
find if you're keeping up with the peels that you peel less dramatically? Like,
Yeah, you know what? What's really interesting about peels is everyone is hung up on how much they peel. And, how much exactly am I going to peel? Or
yeah.
I didn't peel at all this last time.
Right.
And I tell my clients, it's like if you and I both take a Benadryl. I'm super high energy. I don't need caffeine. I'm bouncing off the walls anyway. You give me a Benadryl, I'm great. I could give you a Benadryl and you could go to sleep.
Right,
So
right,
having that peeling effect is really just
It's
a
different.
symptom. It doesn't mean that the peel isn't working. It's just one of those things that is a symptom, and everybody is different. So the peel is always working, but people peel it different.
I'm just
Right,
thinking
right.
of a flashback of when I had one time, and I don't care. I'm like, I used to work at Starbucks years ago, and they're like, "What'd you do this time?" I'm like, "It's gonna be fine. Just keep moving." And I literally had this peel, and it was a great one. It was awesome, and I'd had it before, but I was at Home Depot, and my friend looked at me. She goes, "Have you seen your face today?" And I looked in the mirror, and it was just like little,
Yes.
lacy, But I just had no idea, and I was just going around talking to people.
Oh,
had
my
no idea, but I just thought that was hysterical.
I used to walk around. You remember the lasers, the photo facial
Oh, yes.
lasers and all
I've
that
done
stuff
them.
when you had all this brown sprinkling.
Yes.
I mean, I would walk around with that
Yes.
too. I did it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, I did that on myself.
Hey, it's gonna be great. Just
yeah, it's like,
come
just
see
wait,
me. Come
just
see
wait a
me.
minute,
2
wait a
days.
minute,
Give me
wait a
2
minute.
days.
Yeah. So definitely, we need to strategize about that because you don't
Some
want to
people,
be.
you
I've
know.
been sitting at the bar with my date before, and they've said, "Honey, you got something going on right around here." And I've gone to the bathroom, and it looked like somebody just squished a glazed donut up
Right,
against
right.
my face
Right.
because I'm
Peeling.
peeling.
Right.
Well, okay. So one of the things I think it's so important is I love it that you do a complimentary consultation because people, if this is new to them, I think that it can be overwhelming or scary because they don't know what to expect. But I will say that your products are so incredible. The experience that you have is just hands down phenomenal. And you really are, in my opinion, very affordable in this space because I have gone to estheticians in the past that cost a lot more money and weren't as good, obviously.
Right.
So I think that's something that I really want to stress to everybody is some people think, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford it, but you really can.
That's true, and I appreciate that. Yes, my prices, because I own my own studio, I can be affordable. I want to be affordable because my passion is for making everyone look better, making their skin look better,
Right.
and actually having it to be healthy. And so I'm very reasonable with my prices, and I offer a complimentary consultation to everyone. So it's, and I don't start off you coming into the office and say, okay, let's do a peel on you right now.
Right, exactly.
My goal is to get your skin to where the integrity is built up so that we can prime your skin for a peel or other treatments. And peels aren't for everyone. Maybe
Right.
we want a nano needle. Maybe we want to just do a microdermabrasion.
I love it when I know you're going to kill me, but I love it when she shaves my face and she says it's dermaplane.
Yes.
It's dermaplane, but like your skin will feel like a baby's bottom when you come out of there. I mean, it's incredible. You get
I need to come do that,
you
too.
get addicted. I mean, you get addicted to it because as you get older, you get more hair on your face, and it just when you look in the mirror and your skin is just so
And your
smooth.
makeup looks better. and
Yes,
everything.
products
it's
absorb
awesome.
better.
It's just so amazing. I love that.
I love that too. I do everything to my own skin that I do to my client's skin. So I'm really excited about that. And so when my clients are wondering how something feels or how it's going to look
You
or how
know.
I know because I do
right.
it to myself as well.
You do.
That's awesome.
I know it.
Well, if you need to get a hold of Allison, and I know you do, you can get a hold of her at flawless-skin-care.
I know they can just screenshot that. They can
right. Very
screenshot
good.
that and give her a call. And then you've got a bunch of before and after
I
pictures on your website too.
If you scroll to the bottom of my website, you can see a lot of before and after photos. And they're so awesome because, first of all, I don't share photos of a client without asking for their permission expressly.
yeah.
But
Wow, look at
yes,
those.
after a series of treatments, you can see a huge difference. We can literally diminish acne scars. We can smooth fine lines and wrinkles. We can get rid of age spots, sunspots, photo damage, melasma. So it's really just amazing what we can do with your skin if you'll put your skin in my hands.
I
Look at
love
that.
I know. Those
That's
are
really
awesome.
good.
Awesome. I love it.
Makes a huge difference and just makes you feel so much better.
I know it does make a huge difference. And so you've got to go see Allison.
I
And
do.
then
I do.
Allison gets to listen to some of your music. Have you ever heard her sing?
I have, but
Okay,
I'm
she is
super
amazing.
excited. I
It's
cannot
real-
wait to hear what you're going to sing today.
I know.
Well, I chose this song, and you know what? I just didn't know that Bob Dylan wrote this song.
You didn't know?
Ziggy, did you know that?
I have never heard this song.
Are you haven't? Okay. So it's Make You Feel My Love, and this is Adele's version, but I did not know that Bob Dylan wrote it. Man, he is just amazing. As we know, he's a great songwriter. So here we go. When the rain is falling on your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars and there's no one left to dry your tears, I would hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I couldn't go I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I won't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are rolling wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Oh, go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Yay! I love that. That was beautiful. I love it, and you made it without crying.
I did.
I
Actually,
know.
when I was practicing it, I was like, oh, I hope I can make it through this song.
It got a little bit emotional. Okay, and one last thing before we go, Andy wants to know what you can do underneath your eyes.
Oh, good question.
Oh, well, nano needling is great for that. Microdermabrasion is great for that. Peels. I can, if you are a little bit afraid of doing a peel on your whole face, I can even apply a peel solution just under the eyes.
So there's
there
plenty
are
of
so
things
many
to do.
things.
Okay,
Yes, Andy
awesome.
needs to call me. I
Yes,
am
I
excited
know.
to hear
She's
from
going
Andy.
to. She's
Call
going
her,
to.
Andy.
All right.
And I am so excited. I just have to say thank you so much, Christy.
Well,
and
thank
Jen.
you for
Yes,
coming on the
thank
show. It's been
you.
great having you here.
I've loved it.
We love
And
having you.
I'm definitely going to have to make an appointment with Allison this month.
Yes.
That's all
Right
my,
now.
that's all
Hold you to
my
that.
Right now.
goals for December. I mean, November.
Yes.
Absolutely. And thank you all for tuning in to So Very Christy. We will all be, well, not all of us, but both of us will be back next Monday at 2:00.